Hello and welcome back to TechnoSurgeon YouTube channel. So first of all, we have news regarding RTX 5090-5090D, basically the driver issue, which was reportedly causing the GPUs to become like expensive paperweight. Basically, what was happening, it was breaking the GPU completely and it was destroying the PCs also. Like it was breaking the entire system, and it was a driver level issue for RTX 5090 and 5090D, and yeah, it caused various problems, as you can see over here, that sometimes there was an issue where the RTX 5090 isn't detected in Windows, in the device manager, nor by Nvidia drivers, nor in the BIOS itself. But now it's been fixed. It's basically been fixed uh, because Nvidia has investigated GeForce RTX 50 series black screen and BSOD issues, and they had figured out what was causing the issue and stuff like that. Like this situation is especially problematic when using advanced features like DLSS full frame generation, and the Nvidia spokesperson, this staff person, has stated that they were actively investigating the issues and suggests the issue might be on driver software, potentially requiring vBIOS update to resolve the stability problem fully. Basically, vBIOS is your BIOS for your graphics card and not for your motherboard. So this is just for like the graphics card. And some users have found temporary relief by reducing PCI speed below Gen 5 or lowering the refresh rate to 40-60 Hz. But now this driver is here basically. NVIDIA's RTX 50 series black screen BSOD issue. Black screen of that issue has been fixed. Like the upcoming driver will fix this issue. A user and NVIDIA reports the latest BIOS update for the MSI RTX 5090 gaming trio OC fixed the aforementioned black screen troubles and confirmed that this issue has been addressed in the latest BIOS update manufacturer dependent, and the forthcoming driver users can either apply. Basically, if you want to have a BIOS fix right now, you can just go onto your graphics card manufacturer website. There will be a BIOS available and you can flash it, or else you can wait for some time, and as you can see it will be available in the next driver update, which is supposed to be going live like in few weeks, maybe, possibly. It says like it is coming later this week basically over here, so you can see it's going to come pretty soon. Next up, we have news regarding Nvidia GeForce RTX 5060 Ti, and it comes with 180 watts TBV total boot power with 16 GB launching first in late March, followed by 8 GB in April. It's a weird scenario because I remember RTX 4060 and 3060 launched with 8 GB first and 16 GB variant followed by it, but now they are releasing 16 GB variant first and after that 8 GB variant. So yeah, it's going to be the next industry after RTX 5070. It will stick to like 128-bit memory bus interface, which is similar to RTX 4060 Ti. Both cards will feature like GDDR7 interface, allowing for 28 gigabits per second frequency, and GDDR7 would give it like 448 gigabits of bandwidth, which is 55% higher compared to a 4060 Ti and 65% higher compared to RTX 4060. And it will reportedly will come with 8 or 12 volt high pin 12 volt power connector. We still don't know anything about it, but Nvidia was planning to go completely with their 12 volt high power connectors. Let's see how things turns out to be. Next up, we have news regarding the final specification of AMD's Radeon RX 9070 XT and 9070 GPUs, which are leaked. Basically, tomorrow we will get the full reveal for it, but this is just the initial leak for it. As you can see over here, both are based on RDNA4, which we already know about it. It comes on 4 nanometer process. Transistor count is 53.9 billion and 357 millimeter square die size. So according to this, it suggests that our RX 9070 is just an been down like just a underclocked variant of RX 9070 XT. So basically what is happening is like RX 9070 XT, which is which doesn't have many compute units enabled, is going to be repurposed as RX 9070. As you can see, only compute units are 64 for 9070 XT, while they 56 for 9070. AI accelerator is 128 for 9070 XT, while 112 for 9070. The Steam processor is 4096 for XT variant, while 3584 for non-XT variant. The game GPU clock is 2400 MHz for 9070 XT and 2070 MHz for 9070. This is a major difference over here. The boost clock is 2.9 GHz, basically 2970 MHz for boost GPU clock and 2520 MHz for 9070. And this can be go higher. This can go higher basically because of overclocking and stuff like that. Rest everything comes with standard interface. Do note memory interface is GDDR6. They are not going with GDDR6X or not even GDDR7. Don't know why. Maybe for cost cutting and scenarios like that. You can go over this where it says like the teraflops of performance and stuff like that. We still don't need to go over it. It's directly from AMD, so we need to wait for the third party as of now. But memory interface, the memory bus interface, PCI power, PCI interface is also similar. The total board power is 304 watts for XT, while for non-XT is 220 watts, and the power supply requirement is 750 watts for XT variant and 650 watts for non-XT variant, and everything else remains the same. We also kind of have a leak pricing as AMD has teased that RX 9070 will be focusing on sub 700 price point, as you can see over here. Basically, it comes from media cards where they had the internal slide, and there they said like, for instance, the Reddit thread eligibly shows price for Best Buy internal system, which price is 79 bucks. But what they can say is that Radeon RX 9070 series is focused on a sub 700 price segment, and to make it more accessible, AMD says that 85% of gamers buy cards below 700 bucks, and this is what the RDNA 4 series will focus on. AMD also mentioned three other focus points for 9070: high resolution, clearly aiming at 1440p and 4K as indicated in the performance link, as well as more performance with ray tracing and easier upgrade, given that most RDNA 4 will use 8-pin power connectors, which is nice to see. And the leaks is it comes from Micro Center listing, which lists RX 9070 series. 9070 XT will start at 699 bucks, and RX 9070 at 649 bucks. 699 and 649. Do not RX 9070 at 650 bucks is still nice, even though it's a cut down variant of RX 9070 XT, so it doesn't cost AMD anything, but $50 less is for like less performance. But that 700 price point is relatively nice according to me, because if you can compare it with RTX 5070, basically it's not available right now, and it's also retailing for 900 bucks. As such, you can't go with RTX 5080, and the performance is said to be similar to that of RTX 5070, somewhere in the middle of 5070 and 5070 Ti for RX 970 and XT. And if that's the scenario, then for 700 bucks, it's going to be a pretty good deal, according to me. But as you can see in Micro Center's listing, most of the XT cards, like this non XT, is 650 bucks, but most of the XT card they are going as high as 900 bucks, which is bad to see. Maybe they have more stocks available so that this pricing is not reflected. But as you can see, power color AMD 9070 XT Triple Flame is over 100,000 bucks. Don't know why this is the case, but the starting point of 700 bucks is a nice thing. Maybe in a year you will get it cheaper, like 500 bucks, and so, and at that price point it will be value for money. But yeah, starting at the 700 bucks, according to other graphics card, I will say it's a pretty nice start. But yeah, that's it from me today. What do you think about the new sound of your thoughts in the comment section below? Like, share, subscribe, and I'll meet you in the next one. Peace out.